Good morning, guys. If you want to know if I have recovered yet from the weekend, the answer is no. I think I got a decent amount of sleep last night, but apparently my body decides to feel like I didn't sleep at all. Right, Arthur? Right, Bum? Honestly, I feel absolutely exhausted, and it's like no matter how much I sleep, I will just not wake up. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe I just need to sleep for like 24 hours straight. Huh? You think so, Arthur? Need to sleep for 24 hours straight? Yeah? Maybe. Morning. Rachel's home.
Yes, I am.
Hi, Rachel.
Hello.
Everybody's home except Lydia.
Oh.
And Arthur's just like, woo. He's all excited to see everybody, and he's like, you're not Lydia. I don't really care all that much. Okay, goodbye. I'm gonna go wait by the window again. So I, of course, had a lot of time to kill, and I was kind of like, what am I gonna do? Why don't I just watch a movie? And I saw this sitting there, and I hadn't seen it yet, so I was like, I'm gonna watch The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Because you know what? I thought The Amazing Spider-Man was pretty darn good. I'm not a big fan of like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. Like, they're okay, excluding the third one. And yeah, I liked Amazing Spider-Man 1. I thought it was pretty darn good. So went to watch Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I was all like, all right. And now I've watched it, and I'm like, all right, that was terrible. This is pretty terrible. I'd say it's still better than Spider-Man 3. But it's still really bad. It was just the acting in it was pretty shoddy. Paul Giamatti, horrible casting decision, and I like Paul Giamatti, and he was just absolutely terrible in this movie. Jamie Foxx as Electro was a weird decision. I thought he did a bad job as that as well. Andrew Garfield was still pretty awesome. I don't get the whole appeal of Emma Stone. I don't think she's a very good actress. Sally Field was cool, so that was good. Like, I wish there was more Sally Field. But the entire like plot of the movie was so convoluted and just they tried to put way too much into it, which was kind of the problem with the third Spider-Man movie. So I don't know why they didn't think, hey, maybe we shouldn't do something like that again, because remember how that movie like destroyed this franchise? Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do something exactly like that. Gah! And just like overall it was pretty bad and stupid, but I think the last like 15-20 minutes of the movie felt so tacked on that it was just like, ugh, just so bad. It was so bad. I don't know, maybe like kids will like it, which is the target audience, the target audience for this kind of a movie, but I didn't like it, and you know, I guess, yeah, I'm not a big fan of like action movies and this kind of stuff, but I thought it would be better. I thought it was going to be better, and it just wasn't. And now I've wasted. Yeah, and I have wasted it. It was definitely wasted. I wasted. How long was this freaking movie? 2 hours and 20 minutes. Holy crap. That was a long, crappy movie.
So I had my computer's test today.
and it went really well. The great thing is with this test, he said if you had written notes, you could use those while doing the test. And I like, yeah, because I wrote notes for every demo we did, which is like what the lab would be on. So I like wrote out how to do everything. So it was like great. I'm like, yes. And I only studied a little bit this morning, and I was just like, yeah, I think I'm good. The only trouble I had with this test, like, I was flying through it all, because I skipped the one thing that I was just like, oh, I have no idea. It was icon sets. It's a part of conditional formatting in Excel. It was just like weird. I was just like, how do I do it? I just had to like arrange it in a certain way, and I had to figure out how to do that, but like my mind didn't want to cooperate, especially because I just like felt like I couldn't do it, and I was just like, I'm gonna skip it and then come back to it. All the other stuff on the page, I was like, I can do that, and I did, and then I just went back to it and I figured it out. I just needed like to take the time and like write out how it should be, because it like forced you to do it a certain way, and I had to figure out how to do it that way, because in my head I had already done it, but it wasn't the way it was letting me. But other than that, I did really well, and I think I did that correctly, so I'm very excited for that mark to come in. I'm hoping to keep my 100% streak in computers, but I will not brag and say that I got 100%, because I could have gotten something wrong. I'm not sure yet. I have to wait and see. But a very interesting thing, Rachel got her midterm marks, and I don't know if it's because she's in first year, and I'm in second, and like second year maybe doesn't do midterms, or does midterms at a different time or something. One would think they would still do it because it's like a good point of reference, and you can be like, oh, I really need to improve. But up until this point in time, the marks that I've gotten, I haven't gotten a computers test back yet, because I just wrote it. I haven't gotten my SAP test back yet. I wrote it on Monday, and I haven't got the marks for it. And I haven't gotten my interview simulation marks in communications. So there's 3 things that are like, I haven't gotten marks for them yet. But I figured out my own midterm marks for only a few of my classes, communications, at this point in time, without the interview simulation mark, I'm at 100%. SAP, which is Intro to Business Process, without my test mark, which I don't know what it is yet, I'm at 100%. Computers, without my test mark, I'm at 100%. And then inventory class, I'm at 100%. So that's 4 classes where, like, where I'm standing right now, I have 100% in. And that's so exciting! I did not calculate statistics or purchasing, because I was just like, I don't really know. I could probably do it, but I didn't really want to, because I know I don't have 100% in those. So why bother? It's like crazy to think about. 100%. And obviously, it's only the start. Like, I know it's like halfway through. It doesn't feel like it, but it is halfway through school. And to be like that good still is great. But the marks will probably go down. I'm not saying I want them to go down. I'm just saying like the likelihood of me continuing to receive 100% on everything is going to get slimmer and slimmer as time goes on. I know I am amazing, but like, I'm not that good. Or am I? But that was interesting, and it was really like nice to think about, because it's like, holy cow, like it didn't even cross my mind to like figure out what I've had, because I expected them to be like, oh yeah, midterm marks, here you go. And I didn't even think about calculating it myself. So I checked midterm marks, and it just doesn't have anything posted. And it says, sometimes your teacher doesn't post a midterm mark. So none of them show it, and I don't know if I will get one, because soon it will be past midterm. But it was really exciting.
So after like a week and a half of not touching it, I picked up Dark Souls. And I was stuck at a part in the game, at what's called the Capra Demon. And for people who have played the game, you know just how absolutely horrible this boss battle is. And I kept trying it and kept dying. And I did it. I killed the Capra Demon. I got so lucky. Oh man, like it's such a cheap boss fight because it's in like a really confined space, so it's hard to kind of run around, which is pretty much the basis of the entire game, is just to dodge and like dodge. So yeah, I did it. I killed the Capra Demon. I got super lucky. One of his dog minion things got glitched out and got stuck in the corner, so I didn't have to worry about it the entire battle. So I think if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have won. But yeah, I've probably attempted that boss fight 30 or 40 times. Anyways, it's late now. Need to get some sleep, okay? Archer's being a butt. Good night, guys.